Hello and welcome from the St Jakob Park, the home of FC Basel. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And we're underway. Rafael Varane. Sergio Ramos. Marcelo. Wijnaldum with a good steal, well played. Over to the left. Now here's the through ball. He's got away. Keylor Navas is there to take. Toni Kroos. Modric plays it over to the other flank. Mane. Klein coaxed out to the wing. Sergio Ramos demonstrates his quality. Lallana goes up and over. Can he put it away? He's done very well to get to that.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Now a chance to break. Now it's Mane. Just brushed off the ball there. He's left his man. Wijnaldum. Now it's Wijnaldum. Wijnaldum's delivery. Bale. Benzema. Out to the flank. Cristiano Ronaldo. Has a pop! He's delivered all right!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Still a fragile lead though, they can't afford to sit on this.
Brings it forward.
Liverpool have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Whipped in. Header! Sticks it away!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
Firmino with the ball through. Tries a through ball. Mane. Mane! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Well, crucially, he ensured that the shot was kept low and it nearly came off.
Great leap! And another time! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Keeper's ball. Rafael Varane. Daniel Carvajal. And it's Benzema. Toni Kroos plays it out to the wing. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Jordan Henderson. Firmino floats one over and helps available out wide. Milner threw himself at it, but he's got it cleanly. Now it's Benzema. Now the pass. Bale. And he's cut it out. Lovren. Aimed long and direct. Sergio Ramos gets into the right position to intercept. Out to the left it goes. Modric passes it through. Going for goal! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
And that's been levered clear. Marcelo. He'll have a go.
Marcelo quickly realised that he could have a pop. Not his best.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Modric looking up to see who wants it. Toni Kroos. Marcelo. That is going to be the final action of the first half. Genuinely interesting game here. Very, very watchable. 2 goals, 1 each. So there was the first half.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And so we're off again. Plays it out to the wing. Looks like a good ball through. Firmino. Mane has a hit! It's in!
Well, this guy is just not your average footballer. Alert and sharp. And while 1 or 2 others were still digesting the manager's half-time team talk, he's already delivering another lead. What a good player.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Liverpool go into the lead.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Milner. Milner looks to clip it forward. And it's Wijnaldum. Played out to the wing. And the ball is out of play. One A throw in. Tries to dink it in. Gets up to head it! Oh, great save, real class.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
It so nearly came off for him.
Mane very nearly making something happen there. You can't keep a good man down.
Isco. Forward it goes. And now the breakaway. Mane plotting from out on the right-hand side. Kovacic battles to win it back. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Sergio Ramos. Cristiano Ronaldo. Klein does well there, alert. That's clear cut, it's a free kick. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Lallana. Has it out wide now. Plays it out to the flank. Looks to slip it through. Firmino. In with a header! He has done it! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Great header, made it look easy.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
Liverpool 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Look, it's a whole different ball game now, Peter, and it's a test of how they manage affairs from here.
Ronaldo passes it through. Benzema plays it backwards, and they'll try again. How about it? Pepe goes for the cross. That is clearly overhit. Lallana goes looking. Ronaldo concedes a free kick for that.
Yeah, and the whole stadium knew that was coming, apart from him, it seems.
Now it's Ings. Now the pass. Trout calling for him to shoot. So who's he picking out? Great tackle, he had to get that right. Shade too heavy, keeper can pick that up. Kovacic. Lallana comes sliding in. Done very well to intervene. And he's big shot, Ings! They are rampant! And they are cruising away. Ings with the smoothest one-on-one finish. He is one very cool customer.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
Liverpool grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Up for the header! He will be livid with himself. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Little doubt, that is a foul. Who's ball? Who's going to get that? Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And it's Benzema.
Benzema really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
Kovacic. Ings. And that's been won straight back. Ings. Sturridge. Played out to the right. Going through. Lofted into the... Up he gets! Brilliant from Ings! Ruthless and relentless. Utterly rampant.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Liverpool tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless. And it's Ings. 2 minutes to be added on. Wijnaldum. He's got away. This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. He's got it, and he's got time. Ings. Modric plays it forward. And time is up. Quite a game, memorable for its fluctuation in fortunes and astonishing turnaround. Your final thoughts, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations. And I think with...
So a very warm welcome to you from the Catalan capital, Barcelona. We are at this grandest of stadia, a fitting home to the giants of the world game, FC Barcelona. The teams then, Barcelona against Borussia Dortmund. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
As you can see, we've already started here. Iniesta. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. It's a loose ball. Busquets very firm in standing his ground there. It is a tough, full contact contest. Well weighted, and he's cut it out. Keeper's got good distance on that. And it's Rakitic. Rakitic, there he goes. Can he finish? And he nearly went all the way.
Well, the run was really impressive, the finish was depressive, and expectations were not met. Sometimes that's exactly the requirement to give you the early edge. Now for more.
Deftly done. Royce plays a clever pass. Now it's Royce. Aubameyang.
Umtiti simply had to make that count, and he did it with some authority too. Wonderful.
And it's Dur. Now it's Aubameyang. And Aubameyang! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. It was a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Lobs it in gently. Can he put it away? Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Dembele. Rakitic. It's come loose. Royce. And now the breakaway. Well, they are working very hard to get it wide now, Jim.
Yeah, that's true.
And is that how you're seeing it?
Yeah, I think they've decided to concentrate on working the flanks to help the production line. It's where the room is.
Royce with the cross.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Into the channel. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Forward it goes. Dashing forward at pace. Rakitic. Played back in. Rakitic. Great. Hits one! Goal! Barcelona!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Barcelona take the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Tries a through ball. Chance to shot a goal! And in it goes! And they are disappearing out of sight!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Barcelona have a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Rakitic. Passes it through. Massive leap! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Royce certainly could have and should have made more of that.
That's a poor kick by the keeper, he's just given it straight back. Has a swing at it! Aubameyang! Goal after glorious goal! You've got to say, the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
got ourselves a game here.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
And he's on his way! Looks to slip it through. Iniesta. Oh, it's Dembele. Cut out in the nick of time. Out wide to the right. Now the pass. And help's available out wide. He's gone for it! Goal! Half-time imminent! What a time to score! Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now.
And it's Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez. And it's half-time here. Barcelona come out of a half that has been quite extraordinary on many counts. High-scoring, truly exciting, but neither side able to hold a lead. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. Borussia Dortmund getting the second half going.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Aimed long and direct. It's a brilliant interception. Durm clips one through. And through to the goalkeeper. Gomez. Vidal. Bartra goes up and over. Titi positions himself well and cuts it out. Sergio Busquets. Luis Suarez. Strong challenge, but well within the laws. Jordi Alba. Now it's Luis Suarez. I think that's a goal kick. Yes, the referee concurs.
Actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
Gomez tries lifting it over. Luis Suarez. He's had a go! He can pounce on that. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Played out to the wing. He's got options out wide. Some good stubborn defending there. Looks like a good ball through. Gomez goes looking. It's pretty clear that he's being singled out.
Yeah, and having notched a goal already, Peter, he's not going to be allowed to run off the shoulders as much as he'll want.
Royce. Well, they could break here. Now it's Aubameyang. Looks to slip it through. Timely intervention. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. And that's a goal kick. Coutinho. Now it's Messi. Bartra plays it forward. Dinks one in. Oh, delightful. Goes for goal! No mistake!
Unbelievable.
And the comeback is complete! A pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
Has been menacing, and when you get a defence that's beginning to look a little bit disjointed, and he's exactly the type of character that's going to punish you, and he did exactly that.
Borussia Dortmund making consecutive changes here. Borussia Dortmund get themselves into the lead.
And they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Gomez. And it's Luis Suarez. He's on his way. Luis Suarez.
Barcelona are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Looks to clip it forward. He's gone for it! And that would have won it.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there. This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Luis Suarez, he's got away. Great tackle, he had to get that right. He's had a shot! Oh, horrible miscue.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Busquets gets it back. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Passes it through. Shapes the shoots. There is the genius of Luis Suarez!
Oh, this is a real show of character. Rather than let their heads drop, they've stood proud and fought hard. Brilliant. Barcelona are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
That defence must be sick of the sight of him. He's been persistent and ruthless all game. He just hasn't stopped working.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Barcelona surely know by now that they've put so much work into producing the equaliser that they'll battle on for a winner. You know, it's all one-way traffic for them now, and they simply have to capitalise on it.
Messi. Now it's Luis Suarez. He's left his... and the finish! They've scored! And right at the death, that surely must be the winner!
And talking about rising to the occasion, their supporters have gone absolutely delirious here, and the way this game was shaping, it needed one of the big names just to deliver something, anything, and the timing couldn't be better.
Suarez with the smoothest one-on-one finish. He is one very cool customer.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
4 in the game, he is the man. Barcelona complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, the last moments now.
And a shot! And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Barcelona did it the hard way, a testament to their great powers of recovery. They have defied the odds. Barcelona leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
So just time for me to say thank you. Of all the grand stadia in world football, none more impressive than this. A very warm welcome to all of you from the San Siro in Milan. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Bonucci. Chiellini. Alexandro did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Kayahon. Kayahon. Dybala, Pjanic, Bonucci, Alexandro, Chiellini, Pjanic, Bonucci, Daniel Alves, Jorginho with a good steal, well played. Now the counter. Aimed long and direct, and he's cut it out. Dybala. And it's Dybala. Dybala looking for options.
No efforts on target.
He'll have a go. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Hamshik. Lorenzo Insigne. Fawzi Ghulam. Now the pass. Mertens. Great leap! He will be livid with himself.
Well, he did get himself into a good position. Something for him to cling to.
Pjanic. Khedira. Marquisio. Khedira. That's really nice. Khedira! Oh, great save. Real class.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
It's the channel. Tries to dink it in. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Looks to thread it through. And the finish!
Yeah, just thinking about the goalkeeper again, he really had to be at his best, didn't he?
And it's Dybala. Played out to the wing. Going through. Dybala. Higuain. He's had a go! And it's a goal! Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch, sumptuous second. Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Long and high towards the flank. Insigne looking to get on the end of this. Up to meet it! Good delivery, but no joy.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
That's the throw. Played out to the wing. Receives it from behind. Played into the middle. And he just whacks it away. Higuain. Pjanic. Had a shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
It so nearly came off for him.
But that's the motivation and enthusiasm he shows and the quality he produces.
Koulibaly. Dinks one in. Insigne looking to get on the end of this. Pjanic. So they got the only goal to make it 1-0. Higuain. Cuadrado. Can he find a finish now? Who's ball? Who's going to get there? It's Kadira! Good stop. That wasn't easy.
Well, as test goalkeeper, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
They've played it short. Higuain shoots! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. And the team's still separated by 1 goal, but it should be very different.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They work tirelessly for me.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. Here we go again.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
Goes for it! Mertens plays it out to the flank. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. In with a header! No, not the best of headers.
Napoli have decided to take control of this second half. They're dictating the tempo.
Hamsik. Mertens tries a through ball, gets wrestled off the ball, steered forward. Mertens! Kadira. Pjanic. And it's Mandzukic. Pjanic. Talk about singling someone out.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Gets his head to it! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Just brushed off the ball there. Higuain puts his foot on the gas. Got a sight of goal here, goes for goal! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, at least the crowd are appreciative of his efforts.
Pjanic goes short. Gulam charges in. Strong challenge, but well within the laws. Hamshik. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
And he's there to cut it out.
Napoli are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break. Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. Hamshik. Ball's out on the left now. It'll be a throw-in. There's going to be another change here. Pushes it out wide. Kayhon with the ball through. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
Napoli seem to have chosen a tougher route through the middle. That was easily read and dealt with.
Lorenzo Insigne. Milik.
Napoli are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
It's come loose.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Higuain opts to play it back.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Giaccherini. Daniel Alves. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Quadrado goes on a charge down the left. Napoli, their final change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Milik. Passes it through. Kayhon looks to dink one in. Kayhon. Napoli with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock. Up for a header! Went with his head but couldn't steer it in. Now it's Higuain. Now a chance to break. He's got away. Lofted into the middle. Koulibaly boots it to safety. And time is up. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end, it all came down to just the odd goal.
Yeah, clean sheets and hard grind will help you go places, and they have a resolve that'll envy many.
Well, thanks to Jim, we both wish you a very good evening. The warmest of welcomes to you. We await the conclusion of the pre-game formalities. The teams then, Paris Saint-Germain against Atletico Madrid. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
So off we go then. Thiago Silva. Aurier. Di Maria. Rabiot. Now it's Neymar. Saul. Defenders on the back foot. Juanfran. Felipe. Now the pass. Oh, good interception. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Neymar goes through the middle. Neymar, forward it goes. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Well played, he saw that coming. Thiago Silva. Cavani cleans it out wide. Felipe Luis plays it forward. Verratti. Cavani. Now it's Di Maria. There's the delivery. And a header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Now it's Camero. Dinks one in. Verratti clips one through. And the weighted pass. Trying to play it through.
Koke encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Threw himself at it, but he's got it cleanly. Di Maria conjuring up some magic on the right-hand side. Now it's Cavani. It's Cavani! Gabi tries to get it forward quickly. And it's Juanfran. And he's made certain that won't get through. No complaints about that challenge. Robust but fair. Into the channel. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Thiago Motta. Aimed long and direct. Marquinhos positions himself well and cuts it out. Neymar. Just brushed off the ball there. And it's Maxwell. Lovely bit of skill. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Juanfran goes looking. Gabi. If anyone is going to break the deadlock, now would be a good time. Juanfran looks to dink one in. Thiago Motta. Neymar. Felipe Luis boots it to safety, tries to get it forward quickly. He goes long, it's the through ball. Now it's Gamero. Gamero. Saul. Header! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And we're off again.
Paris Saint-Germain playing well with lots of opportunities and plenty positives to take from the first half. Despite this scoreline, converting chances would make a world of difference for them.
Cavani with the ball through. He's got away. Goes for goal. Saved only by poor finishing.
Paris Saint-Germain are looking quite mean on the counter, and combating that requires even more meanness.
And it's Saul. Torreira Carrasco. Who's he going to play in? Carrasco. Throw in. He's in space and looking for options. Lovely feet. Plenty waiting in the middle. Delivers across. Matuidi. Neymar. Looks to slip it through. Cross deflected behind for a corner. And it's been taken short. Neymar. He's gone for it! It's anyone's ball. Oh, glorious footwork. Maxwell gets into some space. Gabi, aimed long and direct. Carrasco spreads it towards the left. Tries a through ball. Griezmann looking to get on the end of this. Now it's Griezmann. Pastore plays it forward. Help's available out wide. He's left his man. Lucas Moura shapes the shoots. Atletico Madrid have just about everyone back and central.
Yeah, clearly they're trying to show strength to what the opposition have seen as a weakness.
It's a safety-first approach. Gets up to head it! Good delivery, but No joy.
Paris Saint-Germain can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
It's Fernando Torres. So! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Saul has been full of enthusiasm and desire, and his work rate has been very strong, and he's clever in being able to read the game almost a step ahead of everyone else. That's great play.
Now it's Griezmann. Gaetan. Pastore. Lucas Moura. Cavani. Looks like a good ball through. Lucas Moura. Surely a shot.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Well, it really is one cross after another.
Well, with a target to hit, why not keep up the supply? It's simple and efficient because they all know what they're doing.
Hit long and direct. Looking, he is desperately calling for it out wide. Massive leap! Harmlessly behind. Atletico Madrid make their final change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Saul hoists it high. Now can he finish? Hits one! He's scored! Finally, the deadlock is broken! Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
Atletico Madrid take the lead.
I think the danger for them now is fatigue. I think when the body tires, the mind soon follows, so concentration is key from here. Paris Saint-Germain need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Passes it through. It's got through to him. It's Fernando Torres.
Atletico Madrid certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
It's come loose.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
That'll be a throw. And there goes the final whistle. So it ends 1-0, an enthralling game and an agonisingly narrow defeat. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Paris Saint-Germain simply forgot to turn up with an attack, Peter, and that lack of cutting edge could possibly turn into something more serious for them.
So hello and welcome to you wherever you are. We are here at this most recognisable of venues in world football. It is the Camp Nou, the proud and impressive home of FC Barcelona. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And that gets things running. Yaya Toure. Company. Otamendi. Kolarov. Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure. Can he get through? Lobs it in gently. Company does well there. Alert. De Bruyne. Gundogan. And it's Aguero. Aguero. And he's on his way! Shot at goal! Fantastic! That is classic Kun Aguero!
And some of the best managers I played for insisted on starting games as you mean to go on. And we've just seen a very important opening goal from an extremely talented individual who looks primed for more. He really does look at it. Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Still a fragile lead though, they can't afford to sit on this.
He's left his man, gets it back. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Poulsen. Looks like a good ball through. Tries to dink it in. Has a swing at it! Referee's given a throw. Not a good throw at all, really. He's given away possession cheaply. Aguero. Kolarov. De Bruyne. Otamendi gets into the right position to intercept. And it's Aguero. Gets it upfield. Looks to slip it through. Oh, goes for goal! To outwit the keeper, but a shade off target.
Well, it could have been and probably should have been a different choice of finish. There was lower space to hit.
Great leap! It's anyone's ball. Toure goes looking. Tries to stroke it through. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Cut out in the nick of time. Battles to win it back. It's a loose ball. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Company. They scored inside the first 10 minutes to give them a 1-0 lead. Gundogan. Aguero plays a clever pass. Played out to the wing. Now here's the through ball. Out of play for a goal kick. Jesus Navas. Tries a through ball. Shoots! Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Now the pass. Looks to clip it forward. De Bruyne with the ball through. He's got away. Keeps everyone guessing. It's a very good battle there. Terrific to watch. And the finish! Saved only by poor finishing.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Yaya Toure. Out to the left it goes. So what now? Ball's loose, who's getting there? Tries to get it forward quickly. Chance, the shot's on! And that has been clubbed away. He's gone for it! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Deftly done. Heads it! Oh, terrific run to latch onto it, but the finish is all wrong. We hit half-time. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes? Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. Here we go again then.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
That's played to a promising move. Shapes the shoots! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Kolarov. Sané. Aguero passes it through. And it's Sané. Zabaleta. Conjuring up some magic on the right-hand side. Now the pass. Some good stubborn defending there. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Well, no doubt someone is being given special treatment here.
Yeah, his instinct and the timing of his runs have proven fruitful, but they have to give him a harder time like that.
Spreads it wide. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Has a hit!
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Kolarov, and the weighted pass. Looks like a good ball through. He's got away, turns and goes back. going for goal! That's a half-decent try.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Leipzig look as though they're about to make a change. Kolarov. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Now it's Aguero. Keeper goes long. Just brushed off the ball there. Otamendi. Kolarov. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Gundogan. Yaya Toure. It's come loose. Looks to slip it through, dashing forward at pace.
Leipzig showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
De Bruyne. And De Bruyne!
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Looks to dink one in. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
That's good stamina, though. He had a lot of ground to make up in reaching that.
Yaya Toure. Kolarov. And it's De Bruyne. Gets wrestled off the ball. Defenders on the back foot. Tries a through ball. He's got options out wide. Up he gets!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Aguero, and he's onside. De Bruyne, looking to shoot. Oh, and that should have been two.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
Kolarov. And it's Yaya Toure. Looking to get within range.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Just a few more moments for them to hang on. He's made sure that that won't get through.
Leipzig have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
And he's cut it out. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it, but that was enough.
Well, that was a hard-fought win with a defensive masterclass. They backed up their goal with a resilience that was first class.
So a very warm welcome to you from the Catalan capital, Barcelona. We are at this grandest of stadia, a fitting home to the giants of the world game, FC Barcelona. And here we have Barcelona against Arsenal. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
The way. Jordi Alba. Umtiti. Rakitic. Roberto. Iniesta. Philippe Coutinho. Rakitic. Is there any support? He might not need it.
That's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Granit Xhaka. Alexis Sanchez. Busquets with the ball through. Suarez has a go! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this. Well, the first attempt hasn't quite drawn first blood, but they've got a slight edge.
It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. And it's Sanchez, looks like a good ball through. Granit Xhaka, shapes the shoots!
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Mustafi cuts it out. Alexis Sanchez. Monreal goes up and over. Roberto. Neither side yet able to find the net. Well played, he saw that coming. Who's he going to play in? Mustafi. Welbeck. Looks to thread it through. Hits one! He's scored! Arsenal take the lead.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Koscielny. Alexis Sanchez. Roberto does well there, alert. Now it's Luis Suarez, coaxed out to the wing. Messi looking to get on the end of this. Messi hits it! Oh, wonderful, wonderful Lionel Messi! They have come roaring back! That was glorious, pinpoint accuracy.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper, because that moved all over the place on its journey.
Barcelona grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
Over to the left. Monreal passes it through. It's always going to be the keepers. Sergio Busquets. And it's Luis Suarez. Now the pass. Messi. He's got away. Oh, full-blooded challenge, and it had to be. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Mustafi gets into the right position to intercept. Alexis Sanchez. Mesut Ozil. Alexis Sanchez spreads it towards the left. Back to the keeper and go again. Jordi Alba. And it's Coutinho. They're guilty of lacking inventiveness here. It's all broken down. Coquelin. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Now it's Welbeck. Iniesta. Granit Xhaka. Long and high towards the flank. He's got the ball, he's got the space. Rakitic tries to get it forward quickly. He's set high. Has a pop! Aimed low and direct. Mesut, it's Ozil! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Genuinely interesting game here. Very, very watchable. 2 goals, 1 each. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Yeah, I think they'll be happy with that scoreline. I just hope the second half is as good as the first. It's been pulsating stuff.
Barcelona head into the dressing room after a half in which we've seen 2 goals, 1 each, and the game right on edge. So it's back to business. Bellerin. Now it's Welbeck. Looks to slip it through. He's had a shot. Gomez. Vidal. And it's Luis Suarez. He's in, surely. Is it in? And the follow-up. This could surely this time. And he's there to hoof it away. Gomez. And the shot! Superb goal!
Well, that's what top players do. They can seize the initiative almost single-handedly, and that goal eases them in front once more to make this second half look a little more promising.
What about that, Jim Beglin?
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
Barcelona go into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Koscielny. And it's Ozil. Tries a through ball. Alexis, can he finish? Piqué plays it forward. Mesut Ozil! And he's there to make a great save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
Jordi Alba. Passes it through. And it's Iniesta. Oh, he's come flying in. Messi is being picked on here.
Well, they seem intent on marking.
Has a swing at it! They've scored! 2 up and threatening to pull clear!
Oh, that was such a smart exchange of passes, and it took so many defenders out of play in one quick movement. Wonderful goal.
Arsenal look as though they're about to make a change. Barcelona go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Look, it's a whole different ball game now, Peter, and it's a test of how they manage affairs from here.
Mustafi. Mesut Ozil. Hit long and direct. Monreal looking to get on the end of this. Mesut Ozil shoots!
Mesut Ozil really made the tough part look easy, and the easy part very complicated.
Arsenal making consecutive changes here. Tries one! It's got in, and it is an own goal!
Well, that wasn't in the script, and you have to feel for him, Peter. It's ended in some embarrassment.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
PK.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
The defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
And it's Hector Bellerin. Hector Bellerin tries to stroke it through.
Arsenal showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Spot on, Peter.
The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Mesut Ozil. Forward it goes. Looks to slip it through. Monreal looking to get on the end of this. The referee has given a corner.
Arsenal are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Dembele. Luis Suarez going through.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
It's Dembele. Lobs it in gently. It's Luis Suarez! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Oh, he really wanted that.
But that's the motivation and enthusiasm he shows, and the quality he produces.
Luis Suarez. Oh, sweet feet. Hits one! Oh, another save. Played it short. Luis Suarez shoots! And that really should have hit the net. Gomez gathers from the goal kick. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that's bounce-back ability, responding superbly to come from behind, shrugging off setbacks along the way, and determinedly getting there in the end. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
I enjoyed that, Peter. Both teams went about their work in a really committed manner, and for me, it just always held an interest.